maybe a unisex t-shirt wasn't the best option to buy. Where are these bruises coming from? Hi there guys, and welcome to yet another tag video here on my channel. I haven't done one for a while, simply because I've not really seen any that I fancied doing. And then I saw someone who I've not been following for long. I only subscribed to him the other day, a guy called T5 Games, and he did this this particular tag video, and I thought it looked pretty good, so I thought I'll do that one. So here we are. We have Jonesy's Trillionaire tag. Where would you live if you had $1 trillion? For me, it would have to be, I mentioned it so many times in my videos, but the Amalfi Coast in Italy. There's a certain part of the Amalfi Coast where, sort of around Positano and Amalfi itself, where just along the amazing cliff sides that they have, they just have these massive mansions, just literally on the cliffside. Like there's, I remember when we were there, we went past Roger Moore's house, and it just looked absolutely stunning. So I imagine they cost a hell of a lot of money, either there or the island of Capri, which is just off Naples and Sorrento. That's where kind of all where the famous people live. So to have a house there would be an absolute dream, and I imagine I'd have to have, you know, near enough $1 trillion to be able to live there. Oh, if only. What store would you spend the most at? It would have to be Forbidden Planet. It'd just have to be. There's so many things there. I think I could pretty much buy the whole store and not even take a second thought into it. I mean, the pop vinyl collection I'd probably have to have a separate house just for the pop vinyls. They'd probably get looked after more than me, I imagine. And they also do things called, I think, is it Hot Toys or Hot Figures or something, where it's like, they're so lifelike, the little mini like figures that they create. It's scary. It really is scary how lifelike they are, and they alone like cost like £350 each or something. So to get all of them and the majority of the stuff in Forbidden Planet, I could actually buy Forbidden Planet. Wow. Where would you go on your ultimate dream holiday? For me, it would have to be the ultimate road trip across America. It's something I've always wanted to do. You know, as much as I'd like to do it the old-fashioned way and the traditional way, and kind of going across and staying in motels, if we're gonna bring like $1 trillion into it, then I'd probably like to, you know, each stop be it like a proper 5-star hotel, like, you know, stay in the best pad that they've got and everything. But yeah, a road trip across America, and not just like sticking to Route 66, like literally going every place, because something I've always wanted to do. So yeah, to do it the traditional way, I'd love to do that, but I suppose if I've got the money, I might as well spend it. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to do that. What car would you get? I know it's kind of a cliche one, but for me, you know, I'm not the biggest car fan in the world, but if I had to choose, the Aston Martin for me is just such a classic car. I think it's so gorgeous. If I had to be specific, either the V8 Vantage or the DB9. I mean, the V8 Vantage is gorgeous, but the DB9 just has that certain little extra something to it. And I know it wouldn't eat much into my $1 trillion, but unless I had a garage just full of every Aston Martin, it got me thinking now. How many pairs of shoes would you own? I'm not really one of these people. I mean, I know guys that usually that into it, although some of them are, which is quite worrying sometimes. But I'm not one of these people that owns tons of pairs of shoes. I kind of have my favourites, and I will wear them until they've got holes in. But for me, I would have to go with, I'd just have a room full of Converse. I absolutely love Converse, and all the different types and styles of them, all the different colours. I think I just have like a whole wardrobe just like full of Converse, all the different styles. Either that or like sort of van trainers, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what I do, but that's the extent that I go to. So I don't know how many different styles of Converse there are, but yeah, just a wardrobe full of those. What restaurant would you get unlimited food from? It's a bit of a difficult one, because I absolutely love Italian food, but there's just so many decent Italian restaurants out there. If I had to pick, I would probably say the Pizza Pilgrims restaurant down in, well, pizzeria, which is down in London. They've got a place in Soho, I believe. I think they've also got another restaurant somewhere else. But they do proper traditional Neapolitan pizzas. So to get like the unlimited, you know, supply of pizza from them and other foods would just be amazing. Also the Handmade Burger Company. I've only been there once. I went there for the first time a few weeks ago, and the best burger I've probably ever had. It was absolutely gorgeous. So probably there or Pizza Pilgrims. Where would you have your private jet take you? It would probably have to be somewhere like the Maldives or some proper gorgeous hidden away Caribbean resort. Like, I know the Maldives is very touristy, so yeah, I mean the Maldives I'd absolutely love to go to, but maybe more of a hidden gem in the Caribbean. Taking a private jet to like America or somewhere like that, it's kind of, I don't know, but I'd like to do something different with it. So although landing on the beach in a private jet may cause a bit of an issue. God damn you, natural light, where have you gone? If you could take your private yacht to Dubai, France or Japan, where would you take it? What a very strange question, and what odd 3 places to choose. France, Dubai or Japan. I don't think I'd choose France. I mean, unless it was going to like South France or somewhere like Monaco. I mean, I know Monaco's a separate place to France, but like taking a private yacht there would be amazing, but it's kind of a cliche thing. I've got to be honest about Dubai, I'm not really that fussed by it. I know a lot of people do like it, but you know, it'd be an experience to go there, but I'm not really dying to. So, I mean, we're talking private yacht, so we're talking, you know, big yacht, like Roman Abramovich style big yacht. So, in the fact that I probably want to spend more time on there, even though I'm not a big fan of sort of going to Asia and everything, because it would take the longest time to get there, I would probably choose Japan just so I could spend more time on the yacht. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. What style would your mansion be? Modern, vintage or Spanish? I'm not really a big fan of the whole Spanish style, kind of style to mansions and everything. I mean, it's alright, but I'm not a big fan. And to be perfectly honest, I love to look at traditional style mansions and places like that, more your stately home kind of thing. But I wouldn't like to live there because I would feel like I'm constantly haunted. And the proper ultra modern style of mansions don't really do it for me. So if I could just get that happy medium between the two, of having, you know, maybe vintage, you know, styles here and there in the house, but essentially being a more modern place. Yeah, just kind of a happy medium between there, because I don't want to feel like one of these ooh la la, look at me, I'm a twat kind of people, but I also don't want to be haunted by Casper. Would you still work if you had all the money? To be honest, I mean, if I was doing YouTube as a job, then yeah, of course I would. I'd love to. My current job that I do now, no, I don't think I would, to be perfectly honest. But if I did have all that money, I would still want to feel like I'm doing something instead of just sitting around spending my money. You know, I feel like I'd still want to help out, so like a voluntary style thing. You know, I'd still love to do something like that. But if it was YouTube that I was doing as a job, then yeah, hell yeah, I'd still be doing that every single day. And finally, what charity would you donate to? It's such a tough question. It's one of those things I've always said, like, if I was to win, whenever it's that crazy amount to win on the Euro Millions, like, you know, £60 million or, you know, whatever is £100 million, I always end up going through what I would spend the money on, and I end up being left with so much, I'd probably end up giving the majority of it away. So, you know, trying to choose charities is so difficult. I mean, you know, from personal experience with mental health issues and depression and everything, you know, I'd have to say Mind. You know, that's a charity that is finally getting, you know, a lot more attention, which is great. So I would probably give money to them. You know, I'm a big animal lover, so, you know, a place like RSPCA, the Dogs Trust, you know, charities that help, you know, endangered species and helping protect certain wildlife. You know, things like that I'd probably give a lot of money to. You know, helping out the elderly, like Alzheimer's Society, I'd love to help them out. You know, quite a few of my grandparents unfortunately no longer with us, and they suffer quite badly with Alzheimer's, you know, towards the end of their life. You know, I'd love to help places out like that, and also hospices. You know, a local one to us here in Leeds, St Gemma's Hospice. They do such fantastic work. They looked after my uncle again in his later life when I was younger. You know, all hospices just do great things. It's such a difficult one to, you know, when you're talking charities, there's so many great ones out there, but those are kind of the top ones that I would, you know, personally like to help out. So there we go, guys, that's my Trillionaire tag video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to tag, all the tag videos I've done before, I don't think I've actually ever tagged anyone, so this time round I would like to tag my good friend Future Law, Lee Wise, and also Sam Longstaff.
I think that would be good to see what those guys would say. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If this is your first time visiting, then please do leave a like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated, and also if you could share it, that would be great. But until next time, guys, take care of yourself, and I will see you all very soon.